Hello and welcome to Spring Creek Acres. Today we're going to talk about making a chicken tractor. I started out with an ISO image of the chicken tractor itself. I made it in SketchUp, which is a free program. It's awesome for drawing stuff, and I prototype everything that I make in it. The green part is the roof. It's two parts, as you've seen in the videos. They hinge with the dual bar section that I'm pointing at with an arrow right now to the light blue bar. The material list for this is just a few 2x4s. I'm going to change the picture now. So here's the cut sheet for the whole project. It's two 2x4s, cedar, 10 feet long, two 2x4 cedar, 8 feet long. And the reason I use cedar is because these are the boards that are going to be sitting on the ground. And I want it to last a couple of years longer than the fir will. If you want to maintain them or have to replace the bottom boards when they rot, then you can use fir for the whole thing. Some people use treated wood. That's not my bag. I'm not having my meat birds that'll eat anything, including wood, exposed to the chemicals in treated wood. So I spent a little more on cedar. Now the 8-foot boards were about $10.50, and the 10-foot boards were $13 something at, I think, Lowe's is where I got them. In my local area, Home Depot doesn't carry cedar, so I went to Lowe's. They had it, bought it, done. The other ones are just the studs, 8-foot long studs from the $3.50 stud rack at your local improvement store. Not on the list is one cedar fence board that's 6 inches wide. Now it can be 5 feet or 6 feet long, it doesn't matter. In the construction videos, I'll show you where I put them. They serve two purposes. They go in each corner on the bottom rail, not on the bottom. And what they do is they provide rigidity for the square and give me a place to put like the nipple waterer. So they're cool that way. All right, now let's get to the fancy bits. I'm pointing to on the screen now where there are dados, and everywhere you see that double line mark, it's 1.5 inches wide, and I've made a dado into the 2x4. And a dado, for those that don't know, is just the board's 1.5 inches wide. I want you to cut a 3/4 inch trough through it so that the 1.5 inch wide support boards can fit inside of it. Now what that does, it gives it lateral rigidity. So the top and the bottom have to stay in perfect alignment. They can't start doing this because you have part of its vertical support interlocked, kind of like a Lego, into the top and the bottom. And they're awesome. Now, I did it with a table saw. I don't have any video of me doing it with a table saw, and your local improvement store will probably not do it for you. So you're going to need a minimum of a skill saw. What you do is you take a skill saw, you set it to 3/4 inch, you mark both sides of the dado, make 2 cuts, and then cut out the center, then take a chisel and break out the pieces, and you'll have a nice dado. It'll be awesome, and you'll be like, yes, I learned a new trick. But those dados are important. Now, if you decide that you don't want to do dados because it just sounds too daunting for your first chicken tractor task, don't use them. Take the red boards and make them the same size as the pink boards, and you can do butt joints everywhere. If the top and the bottom get too sloppy, what you do is you take and get another board and put it in the middle and just have it go from one corner, let's see if I can do this on camera, one corner to the other corner at an angle like that, and screw it to the vertical members. It'll make it rigid. You'll be fine. I just like dados. Anyway, so the purple boards, the 2 purple boards that are longer, the 8-foot ones, those are for the bottom. And they end up with a hole for the wheels. The smaller purple board is for the top. So there's 2 of each. And the dados are cut at 1 foot 2 1/4 from the end, and then the other two are 1 foot 10 1/2 inches apart. These numbers don't matter that much. You can be close. It's okay as long as both purple boards have the dados in the same place. And then when you do the light blue board, which is the third one from the left, it has two boards and their dados have to be in the same place. So take a square, run it across the whole thing, make the dado on both boards. Now for the remainder of the boards, when you're at the home center, per the cut sheet, which I'll flash up right here, ask the person in the wood area, I think they charge like 50 cents a cut, have them split the board down the middle. So you have two boards that are about 1.5 inches wide, as opposed to one 2x4, which is actually 1.5 inches by 3.5. If they won't do that for you, then instead of buying studs, you're going to spend a little bit more and go buy the 2x2 stock, which is actually 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and you can make everything out of that. Instead, you'll just need twice as many of them. All right, I know this seems like a lot. I'm attaching a link down in the description that has those 3 pictures. You can just take it to the home center and go cut these. Now, the only thing they're not going to cut for you is the dado. I've never met a home center yet that'll cut dados. But if you're handy, just go get 2x4s, take your skill saw, cut all this stuff. When it comes down to it, as long as the dados line up, everything will fit. This thing will be super strong and awesome. Tomorrow, I'm going to do some commentary on me constructing it, and you'll get your chicken tractor all done and ready for when your chicks are ready to go outside and stop stinking up your garage. See you tomorrow.